doing right now is I'm adding my next layer, and that means that I'm using my silk throster waste from Steph Francis, and I'm blurring some of these lines that seem a bit too harsh. The first thing I did was I took a photo of the whole thing. I'll show that photo right now. Put it on my computer, annotated, and I identified some of the parts that I found problematic. This was a big one right here. And so I'm showing you up close what I did with my punch and my silk throster. And I just kept blurring these lines. So, you know, I'm putting it up again after I finish this. Put it up on the wall. I'll look at it again. I'll take another photo, look at it on the computer. But this is actually working out pretty nicely from what I've seen so far. I feel like the blue needs to, I don't know, I'm not clear, but I'll figure it out. So it's the next step. Put it back up on the wall, look at what I've done so far, take another photo, and then tweak if necessary. All right, so you can see, well, maybe you can see, maybe you can't. But over here, I've added blue. I've brought the blue down here, and I've made it over here, and I've kind of blurred this edge of this wool so that it extends out. And I've added some blue here and a little bits of it here as well. I still feel like I need the blue to kind of bleed out a little bit more there, but I'll come in so you can see, right? Here, I've got more here, here's my yellow and orangey, you know, and here, which is, I like. I added some here where this is kind of this muddy gray. So I've kind of brought out the blue a bit. And then I've added some sort of wisps here. I think it needs a little bit more to bleed in. I've added some here, along here, and then again in here, as well as here. So, you know, this is my next layer, right? I'm doing this kind of next layer, and I'm just going to keep adding as I see that it needs it, or that I feel it needs it. And right now I'm really concentrating on this blue area, and then I'll sort of start working maybe over here, or maybe I'll start, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm trying not to, I'm always saying to myself, don't get ahead of yourself, don't get ahead of yourself. You know, so this is where I am right now. I'm adding a whole bunch here. I don't know. I took a photo, it seemed like a good idea. Right now it's just, you know, it's not even punched down. I can always take it off if I punch it down and it feels like it's too much. But yeah, so I think that's the next step. And then I don't know. I don't know what's next. It's always the mystery. All right, so that's more of the blue. I don't know, there's sort of some severe edging there that maybe I'll blur, but maybe I'll just stitch on too. So I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. It's sort of looking like a bat right now. So I'm, you know, whenever I can see something like that, I tend to, you know, do something else because, well, I don't want to be looking at a bat. But like I said, I think stitching could make a big difference here. So I might see what threads I brought and see what happens then. Overall, I think it's okay. I mean, other than the bat thing, but Yeah. So, take it off, put it back up, take it off, put it back up. And I'm getting pretty good at putting it up quickly. It always helps to look at it through the camera lens. I must say it changes it somehow. It's really interesting. So so I'm gonna take it off, deal with the bat, and off we go. Well, once I saw that there was a bat, that was it. I started ripping blue out. So now I'm, oh man. Well, this is obviously going to be a bit more working around, and I've got to figure this out. So a little bit of a a bump in the road, but that's okay. I'll keep messing around with this. Okay, so you can see I had to remove a whole bunch of blue. I've added some roving here and here. I've added this shape. I'm gonna do some more blurring in here. For those of you who saw my interview with Kevin Ford, he uses this technique of an airbrush to kind of blur some of the lines and give this sort of slightly ethereal quality to his paintings. And I was thinking about that as I was, adding the silk throaster waist, and just how this is my airbrush. It's sort of like the equivalent. I'm blurring the lines a bit, and I kind of love that. So I'm going to keep doing that, and on we go. The process continues. All right, so I keep stepping away, putting it back up, taking a photo, annotating it on my computer, and this is the process. So I just have to continue with this and get it to a place where I feel, okay, I can pull it down and start adding some stitching. But I think this is coming along. So I was working away. I pulled off a bunch of blue, and I decided to hang this on the wall, take a photograph, and then I thought, oh, I can slide my wool pad between the wall and this piece, and I can actually needle punch it in while it's on the wall. So I'm punching away, and I'm thinking, well, that's weird. It's not really like doing what it normally does. And then I looked at the needles, and I had completely, all of them were either broken off completely or had turned, and when I tried to straighten them, they broke. So I have no extra needles for my punch. So that's that. And, I'm going to have to go with that, and I'm going to have to continue anyway. But I can't do any more of this. Which, I'm just going to take it as, well, that's just as well. I need to move on. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to start doing some other stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, let's keep stitching together.